have Tejaswini who has been there in JD for more than a year. She's a faculty member. And welcome to JD Design Podcast, ma'am.
Thank you.
How's your journey been?
So basically when this JDDA started, when the theme unveiling happened, I was hosting the event, and when it was a set pause, I was like, okay, how do we even connect this? First the shock was for us, then for the students. And then when the students came up asking, how do we connect pause? Like any general thing can we connect pause to and all of that. Connecting design to pause was a challenge. Yeah. But then we actually brainstormed a lot. Students came up with different concepts, and we brainstormed. We tried to somehow connect pause to the actual theme, and then the next challenge was they said you have to take an existing space, because we are interior designers and we had to design existing space. Completely designing a new space to renovating an existing space is a challenge, because no structural things can be touched. So that was our second challenge when it came up to. But then our students, they work really hard and they pull this off like in just 3 months. And their designs, if at all you just go see around, it is like really unique, really creative. They've worked hard, and yes, they did connect pause finally. So it's a good experience. Yeah, too much of design elements that they wanted to bring in, a lot of technical details and all was a little challenge because the time constraint was a little shorter, but then they pulled it off. So yeah, the journey was really good.
The struggle to pause, what do you think students had in mind when they came for advice for you or got really emotional? How did you handle that?
Okay, so there were instances where students came and told, ma'am, this is getting too much of stress. We have constant classes happening. We have submissions, we have deadlines. I have to go hometown. I've planned a trip there, here. And there's a lot of reasons that they came up with. And there were a lot of times where students had breakdowns too, in between. I'm not able to handle the tension of the project. It's too much to take and all of that. It's just a little push, a little motivation telling, come on, you can do it. You've come this far, a little more far. You can just reach off kind of a thing. And yeah, just give them the confidence that no design is bad. Until and unless you can just prove the practicality of the design, you can always, pull off whatever you're doing. So just a little push, a little motivation. Yeah, they did it. So yeah. It was a little tough, but they managed.
Giving that comfort to students, and like when you first became a teacher, what was different for you? Like when you were logging and then you were experienced and you came into JD, and then you saw your students come up with ideas. Did something hit you, like a particular student when like, oh, something that I could have thought of, or like I would have thought of it in this way?
Okay, so basically when I was a student kind of a thing, we didn't have so much of design thinking. We didn't have JDDA that happened. I'm a JD student, so we didn't have JDDA that happened because I was a COVID batch. But frankly, this whole process is inspiring because it lets you brainstorm, it lets you think out of the box. That out of the box is the exact word for JDDA, because when you get into the industry, everything is just common. There are thousands and thousands of designers outside, and you just are one among them. If you have to stand out, you have to do something unique. That is the out of the box thing. So when you initially go, it'll be like, oh God, what will I do? I don't know anything. I don't know how to think. I don't know how to brainstorm. So it is the tough way that I learned. But for them, the tough way is inside college. They're not, going off without any guard. They're already guarded here because they've been through all of the struggle inside college. That is something that actually inspired me, because JD is giving that opportunity to students to, think and brainstorm and think differently. If I have to talk about a student, the kind of hard work. Like we keep telling a lot of students, it is tough, come on, you have to do it. But there are a few students who sit overnight. They don't care, okay, no sleep, no nothing. They're like, okay, fine, I have to pull it off. Ma'am has told this has to be the thing. And how many ever revisions you tell, they take it positive. Sometimes in the industry, we ourselves, we are like, oh, how many revisions will this customer or the client tell? Okay, I'm just too done, let me just give up on this project. But the students don't give up. I've seen a few students who don't give up. Even if I've told them the revision the 5th time or the 6th time, they still do it and they get back. That is something that has actually, inspired me and made me feel like, wow, okay, I shouldn't give up. That's the kind of thing that you should have when you're a designer.
So you don't have any lazy students, ma'am?
Yeah, there are a lot of lazy students. You know, I've literally haunted them for JDD. I've haunted them at 11:30, 12 o'clock in the midnight, calling them, is this over? Where is the update and all of that? So yeah, I have lazy students. But I don't know, probably it's the respect or it's their commitment. All of them pulled it off. However lazy they were, any moment they did it, but they did it. So yeah. It was.
So, like, what advice would you like to give for the passing out students or the current students who are studying interiors?
I would say follow your heart, because every design is unique. Every design is your baby. So do what you want to do. Don't just be like, okay, this person is doing it this way, I should also do it this way. There's no particular way. There are 100 ways and you can make your own way. So make your own way, explore and get experience. So follow your heart.
Thank you so much for your advice, ma'am.
Thank you for having me here.